Drama in Conference USA. What's up, everybody? It's Jake with Master Football, back at it again. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. Jake with Master Football, all things pro football, college football, video game football, anything related to American football we discuss in the show right now. Please subscribe. I'm a little low on subscriptions. Please hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, give me some rumbles, anything like that. I'd really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so we have a pretty saucy story to talk about right now. It's not saucy, but it's definitely spicy, catty, whatever the hell you want to say. I want to talk about something first, though, because there is a coach who is foreseeably, and again, anything can change when the money is right, but foreseeably off the market. Let's get into that real quick. So we are just out of the Super Bowl, and we are already into next year for college football. So we see here Cincinnati football coach Luke Fickle agrees to new $5 million per year deal through 2028. That obviously is going to coincide too with their transition to the Big 12. They're going to be playing West Virginia. They're going to be playing going to UCF. They're going to go to Texas, Oklahoma, sometimes Iowa State. They're going to be all over the place there, and they want to establish with Luke Fickle. He's a Cincinnati guy from Ohio, so they're doing their best to lock him up. This does two things. One, it makes it so the university has a harder time of getting rid of him. Also, it makes it so that he has a harder time of leaving his deal because, again, it goes both ways. Whoever wants to break the deal has to buy out of it. So whatever that situation is, it's going to be a lot more expensive for both him to leave and for them to get rid of him. But solid coach. Everywhere he goes, he's successful. Luke Fickle is off the market. So that's in college football right there. And again, you see that, American going into the Big 12. Cincinnati locks up their head coach. Great decision for them. I absolutely love it. Now, we need to get into an article that I saw recently. It happened a couple days ago, and then there's two articles that came out yesterday that we need to talk about. Let's get into those really quickly, dealing with Southern Miss, Old Dominion, and Marshall trying to get out of the Conference USA early. So this was February 11th, 2022. It says right here, Southern Miss, Marshall, ODU announced intentions to leave Conference USA early ahead of Sunbelt move. So let's get into this really quick by Sheehan Jarajai. I apologize, Mr. Sheehan. But anyways, continuing on here. So Southern Miss, Marshall, and ODU plan to leave Conference USA a year early on June 30th of 2022 rather than 2023, originally what they had set. So it says right here, the schools who announced their intentions to join Sunbelt no later than June 2023, along with James Madison of the SCS to start in the 2022, released similar statements at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday announcing their decision. So it says right here, while the three institutions have made their intentions known to Conference USA in the preceding months, however, the league has reportedly resisted the schools' attempts to subvert conference bylaws. Conference USA bylaws state that the institutions are required to give 14 months of advance notice and pay 2 years of conference distributions to depart. According to Extra Points, Matt Brown, conference schools received about $200,000 a year in 2016 and 2017 after realignment, according to the Pilot Online. So continuing on here, right here, it says that Southern Miss said in a statement that the university first advised Conference USA in early December 2021 of the university's plans to terminate its membership in June 2022. Since then, the university has clearly and consistently repeated its intentions to the conference. So we got two different things going on right here. Hey, you said you were going to leave in 2023. No, we told you in December of 2021 that we were leaving in June of 2022. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to get a little catty here. And this just happened the other day. So we see this yesterday. So Conference USA threatens legal actions to planned Marshall, Southern Miss, and ODU exits. This is from Heather Dinich at ESPN. So it says right here that on Friday, these three schools announced their intent to terminate their membership with Conference USA on June 30th so they can join the Sun Belt. All three, though, were included in the league's 2022 fall schedule, which includes 8 conference games and 4 non-conference games for each of the 14 schools. So, bam. Right, it's getting a little saucy here, but the ongoing dispute between Conference USA and the three schools was heightened through Tuesday when the league released its football schedule, followed immediately by a pledge to exhaust all necessary legal actions to ensure outgoing members Marshall, ODU, and Southern Miss stick around long enough to participate in this fall. Yeah, we're definitely going to leave. We're definitely not going to play. You guys are playing. No, we want to leave. We told you in December 21 that we're going to leave in June 2022. We wrote the schedule. You're playing. So that is basically what's going on right here, and it's getting a little crazy here. So there's a lot of things going on with it, and for a lot of people that don't know, you can't just go up and leave. Okay, they've got a lot of things, a lot of moving parts they have to get ahead of. So they're like I said, it's going to come down to courts. It's going to come down to a settlement, something like that. I suspect, though, it is not going to come down to a court. If the right price comes through, I suspect that both ODU, Marshall, and Southern Miss will leave Conference USA. And again, like I said, what if all schools say, hey, we'll give you $1 million a piece? They get $3 million. That's a lot more than that 200 grand they were talking about. I would really, really be surprised if they actually got to the point where it got to courts. But I'm just saying right now that if the money is right, okay, they're gone and Conference USA will figure it out. 6 other schools, UTSA, FAU, North Texas, Rice, and UAB, and Charlotte plan to leave Conference USA for the American, where they will begin play in fall of 2023. Conference USA will add 4 new members: Liberty, New Mexico State, Sam Houston State, and Jacksonville State. 2 of those, Sam Houston State and Jacksonville State, up from the FBS, and Liberty and New Mexico State added from the independent ranks. So I wanted to make sure I highlighted this article from Desiree.com. So this one right here is something that says, it talks about BYU. It says, want to leave a conference early? Good luck with that. The reason why they're talking about this is because, again, BYU is independent. They have a much easier transition to leave than a team that has those agreements. Now, again, everything can be negotiated. But, again, if you don't negotiate, things might get locked up. So continuing on, and again, it says the same here. Per Dellinger, Conference USA plans to hold all 3 schools to their contractual obligations, meaning an early departure would necessitate a legal battle. Necessitate. Blah, blah, blah. So let's check this out really quickly. So we see here we have Marshall, we have ODU, and then we have Southern Miss in the leagues. So, I mean, Marshall had an okay season, 7-6. ODU went 6-7, and Southern Miss had a rough time at 3-9. But they are all leaving. So we see the fact that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 teams in Conference USA. -3 will put them down to 8, and then losing 6 more. So what is that? That's 11 minus 6, which is 5, plus 4, which is 9. So again, they'll have 9 in 2023, but they're going to lose 3. Maybe tomorrow, maybe June 30th, maybe lose 9 the next season. But again, it all comes down to that kind of stuff. So where are they going to go? Let's go down and check that out. They're going to come down here, and they are going to join the Sun Belt Conference. So the Sun Belt is kind of interesting. I actually am going to bring up a map here just so you can visualize where they're going to go and how they're going to cut this up. I suspect that Troy is going to nice old flop over to the next side. Let me show you what I mean. So here we are. We have the Conference USA in white, and then we have the Mountain West in pink. So we see that pink right here. So we see that here we go with App State. We got Coastal Carolina and so on. I want to make sure that we know who's coming in. So we see here we have Marshall is going to be coming in, Old Dominion is going to be coming in, and then Southern Miss is going to be coming in. What I suspect right now, and again, these 5 are the Eastern Division, and then these 5 are the Western Division in the pink. So what I think is going to happen, Troy is going to flip over, and then what's going to happen is it's going to be Marshall, and then we're going to have James Madison, which is up here in Northern Virginia, ODU, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we see over here on the west side, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So Western Division, more than likely Troy is going to kick over. I actually probably wouldn't mind that because they're going to see Southern Miss is going to be right there. South Alabama is already right there. So there you have it. That's how it's going to look right now. And again, big legal battle. So what to look forward to, okay? See what happens with the grant of rights. That's a big issue there. See what happens with the conference exit fees. Who knows? Maybe the Sun Belt is willing to step in. Most of those schools are pretty small. I don't suspect they will be. But what's going to happen, man? Are we going to see, ODU, Southern Miss, and Marshall playing Sun Belt conference games in fall of 2022? Or are we going to see them playing Conference USA games? What do you guys suspect? You guys get in the comments. Let me know right now. But hey, it is looking nasty right now. It does not look like it's going to be peaceful. But ultimately, I suspect it's going to be settled either in a agreement outside of court or a nasty, nasty battle inside of court. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. I'd appreciate it. I am gone. I will see you guys on Friday. I am out.